2 questions about the Danettes.
Okay.
Number 1, who is the Baba Booey of this group?
Baba Booey.
Nobody answers. Okay. Fritzy, is that you? No.
I may be in there because doesn't he book the guests and stuff like that?
All right. So you guys decide that.
Yeah, Fritzy probably would be Baba Booey from the Howard Stern show.
And you as the boss.
Yeah.
What would you do if these guys wanted to unionize? That seems to be the deal these days, right, guys?
This day in sports history, Paulie.
We love you, Mr. Michaels.
I knew I shouldn't have had Al stay longer. Oh, by the way, Lynn Swan.
Al, don't wait for that miracle.
What is it? I see a sign. There's a sign back there. AFL-CIO.
I really do believe in miracles.
Al, don't wait for that miracle.
Yeah. Do you believe in miracles? No. Lynn Swan is going to join us in studio tomorrow.
Swanee, my old partner.
And Willie McGinnis will stop by the Man Cave.
Okay.
This day in sports history.
All right, quickly, in 1993, Nolan Ryan got his 324th and final victory. And this day in Al Michaels history, 2 years ago at Toscana, he had the 26-ounce prime T-bone steak, the Fiorentina. Is that correct, Al?
That would be correct.
Yep.
Right, and a few potatoes on the side.
Just
That's
a
not
courtesy.
a vegetable, it's starch.
Yep.
And probably started with some pasta vajol.
That's correct. We confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
This day in sports history brought to you by Continental Tire. They want you to arrive to the game safely, so they can remind you to take 5 minutes at the beginning of every month to check your tire pressure. You can learn more about the great products at ContinentalTire.com. Did you ever work on your voice?
Not really. You know, when I was a kid and I wanted to do this, and I'm announcing sports on the campus station at Arizona State, I hated my voice.
But are you better now? Is your voice better now?
I'm older, so it sounds deeper. I mean, my wife will watch something that I did 35 years ago and will say, that's not even you. And it doesn't sound like me to me, but it was me. And then, you get older. And, I smoked for a while, too. But that's 30 years ago. So maybe that had something to do with it. I was able to survive that nonsense.
Because people will ask, well, how do you get your voice? And I go, I never thought of it.
No, neither did I. And I used to worry about it. You wanted to have a deeper, bassier voice when you were a kid. I sounded like a kid when I was doing the games at Arizona State. And so I would have yearned for a better, deeper voice, but it just comes along naturally.
Best voice belongs to who?
The best voice?
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Okay, announcer. Okay, all right, you got me on that.
Okay. Sarah Vaughan.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Broken Hearted Melody. Now we're aging ourselves, aren't we?
Harry Callis.
Harry Callis preceded me as the voice of the Hawaii Islanders in the 60s. Believe it or not. Yes, he did. Harry Callis.
Nice. 6 degrees of separation here with...
right. Harry did. I mean, there's some great voices. Ray Scott had a tremendous voice.
Oh, I loved Ray Scott.
Right. Kurt Gowdy. That sounded like sports.
Yes.
I loved Kurt Gowdy.
Keith Jackson.
Yeah.
You hear a voice, and that's what's great.
Howard Cosell reporting from the Dan Patrick Show. Hard by the Rich Eisen Studios here in El Segundo, where the buzz around the office is the boys are trying to hire Jimmy Hoffa IV.
What did you learn today, Todd?
McLovin thinks the Wolverine should try to trademark "of" as in the University of Michigan.
McLovin, what'd you learn?
Al Michaels has some great advice for the Danettes. It's time to fight the power.
Paulie.
We're bringing in Al Michaels as our union delegate.
And Seton O'Connor.
Shop steward, Paul Pabst.
What did I learn?
We're all trying to figure out what the inverted yield curve might be.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.